Let's get into this hive right here. Let's get into this hive right here and see how this queen is laying. This is an old queen in here, probably a year or two old, definitely from last year, that I took out of another hive. And I'm gonna get up in here and I put her in here. I put a new queen in the big hive that she was in, and I wanted to use her for resources. And what I want to do is, I hope she's laid up both sides, and I'm gonna take her out, put her in another nuke, and I'm gonna make this into, I'm gonna put a divider in here. I'm gonna make this into 2 queen mating nukes. So yeah, let me open her up and see what we got. Okay, we'll give them a little smoke. Hopefully they're not too mean. You can always look and see if your queen's not on the bottom of your feeder or your inner cover. So it looks like we got a lot of bees in this hive. I'm gonna take this outer one. These were new frames here. We're gonna see what they did. Well, this is a frame with a starter strip. Looks like she's got a little patch of brood right here with some honey, and they're just building it down. Same thing here, a little tiny patch of brood. Same thing here, brood, and you can see the starter strip I put at the top. Now this is very soft honey. Very soft honey, so you want to keep it kind of straight up and down or to the side. But if you lean it back, it can break on you. I didn't really look for the queen. She might have been on that there. This is one of the original Apiymae frames. Looks like she's got this pretty well laid up. This side too, she's got nice pattern. So she's doing good. Gotta put this back in here. And mostly what I'm checking for right now is just to make sure she's got enough frames where I can pull a couple out and move her to another nuke and let her keep on building up. And then I'm gonna turn this into, and there's another nice frame of brood. She's got it laid up all out to here, and you can see larvae all up in here. A lot of larvae. So this is looking really good. Look at this. Awesome, awesome. The brood is beautiful too. Look down here, you can see the larvae down in those holes. Oh wait, that was honey I was showing you. Pearly white larvae down there. I didn't expect her to have this much brood. If I don't do anything with her, it wouldn't be long that she would swarm. I mean, there are just mounds of brood. Okay, I'm gonna check this last 2 frames out. Here's another frame with a starter strip, and there's our queen right here. Now, let me see, make sure I got her in the camera. You can see she's a a yellow dot queen from the beginning of last year. So I'm gonna move this queen with some bees to a nuke. Okay, what I got is just a pro nuke I'm just gonna use to transfer it over to a wood nuke I got on the ground. Okay, so we got our queen on this frame. I have it right here in my hands, and I see her. We're gonna put her in here. Now I wanna make sure I leave some eggs behind. And I would like to have 2 frames with eggs, that way I could separate this hive. Okay, this frame here that I pulled out earlier, it has a small patch of brood, but the rest is honey, and there's no eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this with the queen because it does me no good to keep this one here. So that way she can have a few resources. Let's check this last frame out. Okay, this is mostly honey and hatching brood. So I'm gonna leave that behind for the old one. Okay, this one has a lot of hatching brood on it. I mean, a lot of brood, but it also has some larvae and eggs on the outside. So I'm gonna leave this for one from one of my sides. And this one is just, well, I see some eggs and larvae on this side too. So this could be one. So that's 2 of them that have eggs. Check these others. Let me check this last one again. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the new hive with the queen. And I'm gonna shake a few bees in with her. Now remember, this is going to have all the field force come back to it. Okay, so I got eggs on this one. And I got eggs on this one. Okay, so I'm going to go get that divider board, put it in the center. I'm going to put 2 new frames in. This is the divider here, and right now I got the holes closed off because I want both sides to feel like they're queenless. And I'm gonna smoke out that center, get those bees off that bottom where I gotta press it down. And what I'm gonna do, since I shook one frame on this side, I'm gonna take this frame over here. There we go. Put that over here. Okay. Slide our divider board in. They got a groove that it fits in. Just like that. I'm going to put these other frames in. Should be plenty of bees, and I got both entrances still open up. Okay, I'm going to smoke them down. Okay, now we can put our feeders back. And they're really roaring because that queen's no longer in there. These Apiymae nukes are awesome. Get these bees off the top. Smoking myself. I'm gonna let them out. I'm coming back, gonna put some sugar water in there. I'm not gonna lock the top down. Okay, let's go fix up this nuke in its spot. Remove the dirt daubler. Remember, she's gonna have a bunch of bees hatching it. Well, there she is right there. There she is right there, walking around on the top of the frame. Well, she's on the middle section now, at the bottom. I'm gonna set her off in the middle. Right now the bees are so calm and gentle with the little bit of honey flow we got going on. Just going to be very careful with them. And I left the box open over there for a little while. So all the foragers should have went back over to the original hive. So I'm going to have to feed her because she's going to have mostly nurse bees in here and there's not going to be any foragers. I'm going to give them a quick tap. And you see how they're not flying? Almost all nurse bees. The ones that fly are just going to go back to the other hive. Okay, I got some more frames with starter strips. These are a little bit bigger starter strips. Looks like she has plenty of bees. Put that in on that side. So now we got another older queen that we don't have to worry about dedicating to a single hive or a huge hive that we're waiting on honey production. I got a new queen on that hive, but she can keep getting bees to draw out frames and just giving me resources to put in other hives. Like right now, she's filled up the queen mating box with bees that I can use now to put queen cells in. Alrighty, I'm gonna get them some food, and that's gonna be a wrap. Another old hive, another old queen working for the operation. Alright guys, thank y'all for watching, thank y'all for subscribing, and y'all have a blessed day.